pray my computer does not explode. Hidden. Like, where is it? Is it here? Is it this? This is not hidden. This is boring as hell. Play an international match in kickoff? Oh, brother. Oh, brother, what? This was what you thought was worth. Joe Hendry signed for WWE. He's not the only one. Judging by the results of this TNA show. LOL TNA, chat. Picture this. Picture this, chat. You go through all the work of building up Mike Santana to beat Trick Williams. You decide not to do it in his hometown. And then when you do it on possibly your biggest show of the year, one of your biggest shows ever, and then, well, no, let me finish. Then they go on hiatus after Mike Santana wins the belt, so he doesn't defend the belt once. He then defends it only to get attacked by a bunch of NXT geeks, and then Frankie Kazarian brings out his Trophy in the Bank trophy, he cashes it in, and he rolls up Mike Santana. So he won the belt, and then never actually defended it properly. LOL TNA, chat. LOL TNA. He's also injured. Well, yes, the roll-up came because he did his clothesline and he tweaked his arm, so then Kazarian just rolled him up. Again, this is not the stream for you if you're gonna be weird. Please. I know that there's about 5 people in the region that stream FIFA, and I may be at least top 2, if not top 3. Let me just pin a comment. You're 17. I don't even take issue with the fact that he's, you know. Let me pin this. Yeah, it's a bit weird that you're acting that way when you don't actually know the age of the people you're interacting with. You want $49. You want $49 off NBA. Well, that's good, but Ben Stokes took 6 wickets. All of them were slogs to the boundary. But did you see the Harry Brook dismissal? Yeah, did you see the Harry Brook dismissal? That is somehow terrible. Yeah, like, please. Actually, that brings me to something about ages. Are you ready, Arteta, to have to verify your age on Twitch now? Or not? I don't think it'll matter for you, actually. It'll just limit what you can watch. But in the UK, I believe, I saw today that they're now doing very similar to what they are going to do here in... Well, not very similar, but they're going to do age verification in Australia. Not in Australia. They're going to do age verification, but it's not as bad as it is in Australia. I believe it's that if you do not... Can't even watch... Can't? Well, again, if you verify... It likely does not make a difference, but I'm sure it does. Welcome on the YouTube, man. I need to have the YouTube. It's bad? No, it's not. No, it's not. And why are you complaining? It's a social media ban for 7 to... How would you even verify? Give them your ID. Like, you would have to give them some form of ID or a points-based system. It is 16. And it will be 16, yes. But yeah, this objective stinks. It's dumb. It's not dumb. It's dumb that Twitch isn't a part of it. That's what's dumb. That is what's dumb, personally. But people can work, but can't use TikTok. Why would you want to use TikTok anyway? And besides, TikTok, it's not a ban. The thing is, right, is, for example, right, if Aguero made an account under my name or under his dad's name to watch TikTok, but then he goes around watching the brain rot slop that I'm sure he watches on TikTok, they will still say, well, this clearly is not a middle-aged man watching TikTok, so they will ban you. Like, it's not even gonna be age-based, necessarily. It will be, but also, if the AI algorithms think that you're watching stuff that is appropriate for people under the age of 16, so you'll be cooked in that case, but hey. But hey. But hey. Yeah, make sure if you're watching anywhere else, the Purple app, that is the place you want to be. And yes, I have to say the Purple app, for reasons. Am I still on this? I don't think I ever logged off this account, actually. I'm not sure. FYP is gambling, sports. My FYP is like wrestling, recipes. Sometimes it's gambling. So yes, as long as your For You page, Purple app, well, that's what I have to say, because the algorithms on other platforms, they don't like when you say particular things. Which is why I say what I say. Advanced Forward Plus. Oh no, anyway. Interesting. Well, again, you'll find on TikTok. It's just on Twitch, I believe, in the UK for the... Well, again, I don't know. All I know is that that's what they're going to use in Australia. Hello, Steve. But yeah, we'll open these packs and then we'll go on the main account. We need to cook up. We need to cook up some rivals. But yeah, my PC somehow hasn't exploded, chat. Mostly because I have all these multi-stream plugins and such. I might... need to... Wanna hear a joke? Here we go. It's a good thing you asked him, because I feel like I know where this is going. Takeaway. No, Steve. No. I did my shopping today. I got some ingredients for a slow cooker recipe, and I got this steamed, this frozen fish in like a red curry sauce that you can steam in the microwave. Yeah, again, my takeaway nights are not, they're not specific. They're not very specific to, again, it's more based on feeling takeaway. Oh my god, is it her? Yuck. Well, good fodder, chat. Good fodder on this account. Unless, of course, Claudia Pena played in Australia, in which case we might have to make an exception. But what about, honestly, like, you need some actual material. Why? Yeah, again, not enough to qualify, unfortunately, Steve. Oh, not enough to qualify, I'm afraid. Even if it was true, it wouldn't be enough. I'm not putting that on myself. And you got her number. Who says you got her number, though? For all we know, she could have just given you a bogus number. Just because you get a number does not mean it's the right number. Would be... Yeah, again. Just because the number's there doesn't mean it's yours. Would be my thought. You got her Snapchat. Yeah, again, I'm so sure. It's a good thing I'm not concerned with let me change this. Yeah. Part-timer? Again, it's not that he's part-time, it's that this game genuinely fucking blows. It's not part-time if this game stinks. That's the problem, is that it's probably not, you know. I mean, to be fair, Dibsim, I did get Sam Merrill 9 points at $1.75, which was nice. Must be said. That was nice. The only NBA bet. The biggest problem with the game is the player base. Yes. But the other biggest problem, Steve, is that EA are committed to using... It wasn't a line. It was TAB 1 point short. It was... Well, yeah, his line was 10.5, but TAB does 1 point short. So, yeah. And it dropped even after... Well, after I placed it, it went down to like 150. So it did work in the end. But the biggest problem, Steve, is that EA are committed to using or trying to listen to as many people as possible. Like, that's the problem. Instead of having like a group of people that they can listen to, instead of having like a group of people, like, I don't know, chat, the EA Creator Network, like, Instead of having a group of people that they could listen to. What the hell is this? I'm going to the YouTube stream just to see this. Boring? Yeah, I'm so sure. I'm so sure. Just pick whatever Nepenthes picks. As part of the Creator Network, will I get early access? If I last that long, I don't see why not. Can't say much though, can I, at the moment? What div am I in? Whatever division matters in this game. I don't know why being in a certain division means anything. No. I don't watch Superwog. It doesn't matter. Well, then why have you asked? So you want to know, but it doesn't matter. You've seen the cinema? Yes. Yes, I have. I have seen it. I probably have no one eligible that's any good. Hooray! NHL. Yeah, never say never on this live stream, but yeah, I don't think I have anyone that fits. Nah, I can't do that to him. Can't do that to the boy. These two fellas, unfortunately, do not fit. Damn EA Sports. Imagine interacting with my chat. I am interacting with the chat, but I'll also call out shitty, stupid questions. Please give me mod powers. No, there's a line. And trust me, that line is quite long. Record? Yeah, records and divisions, they don't matter unless you're paid to play the game as a pro. I'm not. How's it a stupid question? Because you claimed it doesn't matter. How is it asking a shitty question? Because it has no bearing on why you watch. Welcome, man. It's got no bearing on why you're watching the stream. You're not watching. You want to know if I'm any good. It does. Well, if you're watching for gameplay, then you're watching for the wrong reasons. I can tell the pair of you have a combined age of about 30. If I wanted to get tag teamed, you may want to watch someone good. Does that mean I'm bad? Yeah, I don't know why it matters. I was gonna play the game. I actually might not play now. Unfortunately. I was gonna play the game. I might just do SBCs all night. That way, you don't have to see gameplay, and you can just be left wondering as to whether I'm good. Yeah, and I gave you a genuine answer. It doesn't matter. And you said it yourself. It doesn't matter. If the question had any bearing, like, you gave a flog answer. I mean, I don't think so. I think the only flog here is your dad for hooking up with your mum, but oh well. Again, the fact quite a bit does say a fair bit. Shout out to those of you liking the TikTok, by the way. Not reading the comments over there though. So if you want your comments read, come to the real website where I read all comments. Can't say the name though. But yeah, I don't even know. I half don't want to play the game now, just to prove a point. I was going to look for centre-back stats, right? Do I have any good centre-backs that aren't that do-a either? It's alright, chat. Knowing my luck, I'll probably find some random, you know, South Korean geezer that's like 7'2", and I'll be able to chain it. But we'll have to see. Let's have a look. Centre-backs. Centre-backs 84 rated, right? Is it 84? I think it's 84. Not him. Not him. None of these. Labib is 2. Even both of these are too quick. Both of these geezers are too quick, unfortunately. 88 and 80 and 90. Am I ashamed of the div I'm in? No, I'm ashamed that idiots like you are still hung up on a question. I'd actually moved on from your shitty question. And you are still going. You said sorry. And you think that changes anything? Oh, sorry, let me just abuse someone on the internet and then apologize. Because that's how life works. You didn't abuse me. Sure, you asked a question. And then I answered your question. And that should have been the matter. But you didn't get the answer you wanted. Like, when I ask someone a question, so how's that abuse? I mean, you then proceeded to, you know, have your, you know, butt buddy in here as well, conveniently, continuously begging it when I answered the question. That was the other guy. I don't know. Yeah, I'm so sure. That'd be like saying I don't know. Ghana Boy with the raid. Let's go, Ghana Boy. What a man. Let's get some love in the Twitch chat for Ghana Boy. I'm sure someone can do it before I do. Hopefully the stream was good. Hopefully the gauntlet run was good. I wasn't watching, but I hovered over and I saw, yeah, there we go. I was about to do it. I saw that he was playing the gauntlet. So hopefully that was going well. Yeah, let's see. Anyone good here? You don't accept your apology? No. I don't. But, it's whatever. I'd already moved on. It's still a thing. We can Evo Militao chat. Or we can Evo Hincapi. Probably not, actually. I have a bad feeling. I mean, oh my god, yes! We've never been more back. We've never been more back. We've never been more back. Fell asleep in pies and woke up in Bugses. To be fair, I did see what Pi was up to. A birthday party. A Rauho Evo will make me fly up the divisions. Will it also make you fly out of my Twitch chat? Because, again, I don't really care about what division I'm in. Like, the fact that you're more obsessed with it than I am does say a lot. I can play Foot Champs every week. That's all that matters, is that I can play Foot Champs. But, yeah, I don't know. We can Evo Araujo, I guess. If I decide to. Maybe I won't. Or we can Evo, like... Let's have a look. Let's do this. Silver rare centre backs. Actually, let me see. Is foot.gg gonna work here? Wedding tomorrow, birthday next week. Good time, not a good time for your liver. Yeah, never good. Let's have a look. Actually, no, I'm just gonna do it here because I realized I don't need. Like, let's just have a look. What pace do some of these have? Because I'm sure some of them will be chainable and they'll actually be quite good. De Winter. Oh. This De Winter geezer. 6'3". Certainly something. Are there any, like... Any, like, I don't know, anything else that sticks out? Ben Caffey doesn't have a PS Plus. Think he does? Oh, Eric Bailly. Think he does, unfortunately. Let's have a look. Could be wrong. I feel like he does. He's got slide tackle. Oh no. Mosquera it is. I don't know. I don't either Araujo because I find that boring. Oh, he's too. Still, he's funny to have, but he's too much. I know he's spiked for some reason. Yes, Brendan. Thank you for assuming we don't ever check social media. The pigeon has landed, chat. The pigeon has landed. I forgot. But I don't know. I'm sure there's some good ones that we can look at. Let me have a look. Who are like? That's what I want to look at here. Centre backs. But I want to look at. Can I sort by the tallest centre back, please? I will make not meta rating. Can I sort by height? Give me height. Height. So we have chat. We have Isaac Toure. Then we have Aguli. Then we have Freeze. That is literally his name. And not the kind... Like, that is literally his name. His name, chat, is Kelvin Freeze. Let me pull this up. Like, get a look at him. He could actually be something as well. Could actually turn out into something. Doesn't have any playstyles either. So he could... There is a world where he could be something. But I'll have to see. We'll have to see based on the chain. And then we've got this Dan Burn. We've got all these weird ones here. We've got Lawrence, which I did last year. Yeah, this guy's like a K. Does he have any? He has Aerial Fortress. That is kind of cold. Hasn't got any pace, though. Like, I would like someone with a bit of pace about him, please. But why is it that all the tall ones are always the ones that don't have any pace? To be fair, this Jay Cunha. Again, we'll have a look at it when it comes out. But at least the good thing is that technically now, what you can do, right, is I can go and click on this Franco Lino, and apparently I can just put him in all these. Now that's cold from EA Sports. I'll say that. That's cold from EA Sports. I'll admit to that. I'll admit to that. They've finally done something worth it. We are back. Not quite. Again, the fake positivity gimmick doesn't really vibe with me. You found an 84 rated centre back. It means nothing if they're 5'2", Brendan. It means nothing if my fucking whatever my guy's name is, Markow, can, you know, have an absolute field day. It's for fun anyway, who cares about winning? Yes. That is why I play, you absolute fuckwit. I could care less about winning. If I win, great. If I don't, so be it. But yet, apparently you watch me because I'm comp. Like, again, very intrigued as to why, you know. But yeah, winning comes second when you're literally making Evos like this. Like, well, when you're making Evos like mine, winning does come second. Who do I support? I support a team called Why Are You Asking? Because I know exactly where you're from, if that's the case. I know exactly where you found it. Like, who do I support? Where are you from? You're literally from TikTok. He won't even say what div he is, so don't bother asking. Well, I do answer normal questions. Not every question has to be about things that don't matter. Because, yeah, the guy that asked the question, which you're still hung up on, by the way. Like, it's directly related to the game I'm streaming. Yes. But also, he said it didn't matter what div I was in. What's my favorite card in my team? I don't know, probably this one. Probably Rangers. Won't answer who he follows. I follow 10-minute timeout FC. That's who I follow. Yeah, they're in the English 8th tier. Yeah, you can also fuck off. Direct answer. Yeah, I answer questions I think are worth answering. If you answer everything, well... yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. Again, if you say something doesn't matter, you shouldn't then hold on to it. But it's whatever. I don't play because I'm good. People don't watch me because I'm good. But I digress. Let's have a look at the content. I may not play the game. These guys that keep asking and begging for things, I'm going to assume that's actually a serious question, which is concerning. I'm not even going to use words to answer it. I'm going to let the menu answer it for me. Again, it's another one of those things I'm not exactly sure why it matters given crossplay exists, but it's whatever. I answered the question. I don't think there's anything new here. I know there's this team of the week, but... Primetime... oh, try and do this. Little primetime challenge. Who do I support in the Premier League? Genuine question. It was actually put in the chat before someone got rid of it. I'm a Wolves fan. I would say I support loosely because I'm Australian. Most of the games are on at silly o'clock when I'm hanging on by a thread, laying in bed. Like, I'm not a fan by any stretch. Like, you will not catch me doing watch logs. You will not catch me on social media talking about my team and their performances. I just speak about it on occasion. What part of Australia? The part where I don't have to answer. Because, yeah, I don't have to say where I'm from. I'm from Australia. Yeah. Especially relatively personal info. Do like to keep on the down low. Silvers. 3 golds. Let's see. We have like silver Frenchman. And yes, and that's what I've just said. I've just said I won't be answering. Am I real? Yes, I am real. I'm also allowed to not answer questions sometimes. Like, I know it's a surprise that streamer does not want to share where he lives specifically. Easter. Yeah, good joke. Yeah, it's not Easter. Easter was in, like, what, April? But yeah, what a surprise. Yeah, and I still don't want to say where I live. Think that's valid. It's not the first thing I go and ask every streamer. But, oh well. Oh well. I'm 9, even better. But yeah, I didn't realize I had to answer every question known to man. It's funny. How fast is my car? Do I watch AFL? Again, number 1, I don't drive. Thank God. Number 2, I don't watch AFL. Besides, AFL is effectively priced out these days. AFL is more or less priced out. Why is driving hard? I didn't say driving was hard. I just don't have a car. I don't necessarily understand why any of this matters. Like, but I digress. Let's see. Alright, I'll be done with this SBC soon enough. Not even at always no rating requirement. I still need mid. What do we have here then? Let's use Bakwa. Oh, max 3. Oh, I ain't doing that. Max 3. Yeah, no. I was gonna do this, but it ain't for me. Funny people on social media. That's all I'll say. Very, very funny people that exist on social media. EA needs to fix the multi-swapping? Well, they will when they can. It's like anything. If your car breaks down and the mechanics aren't open, you can't get your car fixed. Like, you can't just get everything all the time. In Canada, it's probably, you know, probably bedtime. So there's no point yelling into the void and being like, you know, they work hard every day, they will get to it soon. I mean, I feel like work hard is not what I was going for. It was just the timing is not great. But yeah, he's not wrong, but work hard is a stretch. Work hard or hardly work. I do dislike, by the way, the amount of fodder that you require for all these SPCs. EA Sports draining everybody dry. See, this is the great thing about social media is that, so we have to play this, I believe, right? We have to play this. We can't even use this team. So how many of these players? Too high rated. Too many 87s. Oh, yikes. It's a good thing I came prepared then in that case. It's a good thing I came prepared. People are funny individuals. The GOAT. The GOAT of GOATs is on the bench. And then we've got Labib as well. On the bench as well. Perfect. Followers, we got everything here. I'm gonna watch. Welcome, man. Welcome on in. Sorry, we'll get to the games in a second. But welcome. What div am I in? Whatever div makes you happy, man. The fact this is now essentially a running joke does suggest something. But it's fine. It's fine. And you can't complain I didn't answer the question, because I did answer the question. You're new. Again, I answered the question. I said whatever div makes you happy. Because I can tell you for free, people do not watch me for pro gameplay. That's being genuine. Well, unfortunately, yeah, you're banned. Goodbye. Unfortunate. How unfortunate. Some people think that they get to run everything. And in reality, do they really? How come he got banned? Because he said something I didn't want shared. Again, you're new here, so you don't know that he's definitely not the first or last person to get banned. I wouldn't be worrying too much. I'd be focusing on the actions of yourself before the actions of others. But good stuff, man. I doubt it's me, but if you think it's me, good to know. Yeah, I'm so sure. Well, unfortunately, I'm not that stupid. Unlike you, you really are the most inbred fuck I've ever met on this website. Banter! Oh, you think, you know, comparing me to a guy that may or may not be a pedophile is banter. Interesting. My hairline's missing. I bet that's banter too, isn't it? I mean, I should just leave him, but the banter's a bit dead. Tinky, what are you doing on FC, by the way? Don't think I didn't notice. I clicked R2, and I didn't do anything. But I saw that you were active after retiring. Think he's the Lionel Messi of FC. He retires until he gets something good. On the web app. I know, I think the companion app's been having some issues. Evos, yeah. I don't do that many Evos myself. But yeah, I've got 3 streams running at once. One of them I just do not read at all, which is great. And there's the YouTube one, and then there's this one. Harry Kane Team of the Week. I thought he was getting a captain's card. Is he not? Actually, no. Oh, upgrade. Yeah, I was going to say upgrade. I was going to be like, I know that's possible technically, but I know he's getting a captain's card, and he's getting a pretty juiced one as well. He's actually going to be good. He's actually going to be quite useful. Don the Star Australian captain cards, chat. Don the Star Australian captains. Imagine thinking they would actually give one. That's the question that should be answered. I think I'm the only one in Australia still streaming the game. I mean, hey, I'll take it. Probably explains why the streams are popping, you know? Probably explains a fair bit. I mean, someone's got to do it. That's the way I think of it. It's not ideal, but someone's got to do it. Probably explains why these kids are here. I mean, it is peak UK, like, whatever else. I don't really mind. More exposure. More exposure. So what do I gotta do? I've gotta score 5. I've gotta play 6 more matches minimum. Yikes. 6 matches at minimum. Gonna be terrible. Am I playing champs this week? Probably. If you're in the streams, you'll see it. But War a Trader. It's alright. I do have Araujo, but I think he's untradeable, so we will be there. But yes, I will be playing champs. When? Why would I say? Imagine making coins on this game. Again, I've made coins. I just don't spend them as much. There's no point spending. Lord have mercy. These 420 coins. Can you sell your coins to me? Unfortunately, I don't think you can. I think that's against EA terms of service. Last thing I need is to get done. What's my overall? Probably missed that now. my overall's like what? Exactly. No, not a good idea. Getting hacked or anything. Yeah, we've got everything popping here. England are in shambles. I think they're a good bet for the Perth Test. They're playing on an absolute road out there, though. They're playing on an absolute road, and I think the only spinner they've been using in their main team is Joe Root. So even if they win, over rates are not going to look pretty for them. Like, why would you even show that? I'm neither. Do I look like the kind of guy that plays physical sports? Overconfident. That is true. Very overconfident. Never judge. They will be exposed. Again, I just think if England cannot stay healthy and they, and they're not batting on appropriate wickets to test themselves, and they're playing all the kinds of shots that you should not be playing, I think. But that's just me. Like, Stokes got 6 wickets, but they were all just terrible shots. It feels like at one point he just said, right, lads, I need to get some wickets. Horizontal shots are a no-no in Australia. Well, that's what these guys love. These guys love their horizontal shots. Well, yes, and they should never have they should never have put this on video so that we can see it. But also, they're playing on an absolute road. Apparently. They are not playing on a pitch that is going to be anywhere near Perth. They're sandbagging. But why would you sandbag against mind games? No, of course not. But I've read enough on the internet. Of course I haven't been on the pitch. Like, again, I can only read commentary from what people say. And if people say it's an absolute road, then I tend to believe them. On the pitch this morning, after a cut, Lilac and Lilies. Any normal chatters out here except me and Brendan? I mean, I don't know. I think Dim Sim's on the way home from work. Reason I'm not normal. Because you've been timed out at least once. Like, you held on to a question for far longer than you needed to. Was it valid, though? Yes. If you're timed out here, it's valid. Don't cry. Like, just be normal. Very simple. Believe it or not, there are people that act like complete wrong'uns that stay. So, it's doable. It's doable. How will you survive? Yeah, that's like a 2-week timeout. You can come back in 2 weeks. If only I could be more like Pi. Or more like Hectic. Hectic literally, I shouldn't say this, but he may or may not say the R word on stream. Like Pi, he's got the comebacks. Sometimes they're a bit much. What are my thoughts on the Cinemac Evo coming out? My thoughts are let's wait until we see what it gives. We don't actually know what it is yet. Can't give my thoughts on something that's not out. How about tomorrow, you ask me, and then we can look. What's timeout? It means you get restricted from chatting for a set number of minutes. That's what it means. What's the R word? It's a word I unfortunately cannot say, Ivan. It starts with R, it ends with D. Effectively, yes. But Hectic may or may not say it. Checking Pi from work? Went through the whole emotions. I saw that Pi literally sent a message to someone after he gave them a gauntlet win. Or gave them whatever. And he's like, congrats on your gauntlet win. Won't cure your dad's AIDS. Like, God. That's pretty spicy, that. Like, he's not wrong, but... Oh, it's got some heat to it. Isn't wrong. That is true. That is true. It won't cure it. What is a timeout? Again, a timeout is when you are removed from the chat for a period of time. Sometimes the most common thing is 10 minutes. If you ask the question again, you can get a demonstration, a 10-minute demonstration. What do you mean? Again. Well, there, you get a longer demonstration. Whatever 2,000 seconds is. That should be long enough. Because, yeah. I think it's because I don't wanna say it too loudly. I think it's because I have it in a certain stream that I'm only responding to this chat here. Yes, man. How can I help you? How can I help you? I do look over at the other chat quite often, and it's quite funny. It is funny to read. If anyone wants to go into the stream in question and read the chat, it's a good laugh. Thankfully, I just don't care about gameplay. Gameplay is genuinely terrible anyway, so it's a good thing I never cared to begin with. Oh, no. Still got time, I guess. If I grew up in this generation, might also be like them. I don't even think it's necessarily about growing up in the generation, because technically, like, I am close enough to this generation, and I just know it's not really a way to behave. Like, it's very silly. I feel bad for these kids. I don't. You reap what you sow, unfortunately. I think you can choose how you behave, and, the horror if you were from this generation. To be fair, yeah. Again, I feel the same way about most people, but it's not a generational thing. I think it is more the choices you make in life. What country am I from? I'm from Australia, man. See, there we go. All the allegations of me not answering questions. And I answer a question. I beat the allegations. No kids for you. Kids are expensive anyway. Why would you want them at this age? Kids are expensive. Who needs kids? $2 million plus to get 1 to 18. That's what I mean. Genuinely need, like, way too much. Even with, like, benefits. It is still a terrible idea. But listen to Uncle Tinky and get snipping. Uncle Tinky. Certainly something. One v one you? No. Yeah, easiest no I'll give all night. No. That's not how this works. When your first message is 1v1 me. Yeah. I don't 1v1 anybody. Much less someone who's clearly come over from TikTok. Why am I scared? No. Again, I don't 1v1 anybody. Why would I make an exception for you? If I don't 1v1, 60 odd month subs and tier 2s and whatnot, why would I 1v1 you instead? No. Again. Please, no. Again. You don't understand. You don't understand. There is no requirement. Your chat knows you're scared. My chat just knows that I don't 1v1 people. Has nothing to do with me being scared. Like, yeah, again, that's the most brain rot coded thing ever. Like, yeah, I do not 1v1 people. You can have 10 minutes. This is the exposure you guys talked about, the other way. You guys said you should do this. You should stream on that website, on that platform, and it'll get you exposure. You gotta turn off the other stream. Just don't worry about it. That's what I'm trying to do. Actually, I've got an idea. Feel like I might fix half the problem. 20 fingers. What? What 20 fingers? Is that how many I can put in your mum? Like... I might fix one of these. Can't understand any of them. I also can't understand any of them, but... Please give me a dictionary. We need, like, brain rot translator. That's what we need. We need brain rot translator. Remember when English included actual words? Oh, it does. It's just, do you think the people that use the words that they're using cared? Can we make one? I'm not sure it's that simple, unfortunately. But... yeah, the thought process, brain rot translator would be amazing for parents. That's what I mean. I agree. But it also would be very difficult because you'd have to think of every single phrase associated, and then you would have to... At his work in 10 years. I'm not reading that because I'm not engaging. I'm not engaging at all with it. But if I see, well, yeah, that's why I need to. That reminds me. Good segue. I need to find out how long minutes to seconds. We got him. There we go. How big is it? Ask your mum, pal. Then you'll know. We got him. And dry joke. Well, you asked. How long is this again? Perfect. Now I know. Exactly! It's genius! Kiddos. Circumference? Yeah, again, honestly. If you're gonna be here, I don't really care. Just don't be weird, or your experience will be, you know, your experience will be short and painless. Because, yeah, we... Under 16. Well, that's not true, technically. Because technically, it's not about the age of the person. It's whether they're deemed to be watching, but they're allowed on Twitch, though, anyway, so it doesn't matter. They're allowed on Twitch. Twitch isn't on the list, which is really dumb. But it's more about the content that they consume. That's so funny. I've got to make that a command. At Max Spreadham, you're legit an old man sitting there stroking it to BBFC, making your mum jokes. It's all kicking off. It's brilliant. It's the most exposure. It's the most exposure I've had in months. Genius. I guess this is what happens when everyone retires. I'm not complaining. Your goat. Yeah, that's not quite how this works. You don't insult one of the VIPs and then say BBFC my goat. That's not how this works here. How am I goated at FIFA? I'm not. Like, he was a knob. I literally said the same thing he did. Like, 2 minutes earlier. What game is this? I'm gonna refrain from calling you a certain word, but there's a word that describes the kind of people that can't, see blatantly obvious things. But yeah, it does say in the category of the stream what we're playing. No, I don't. Because, no, that's just weird. Everyone's game for it? Yes, that is a known glitch. You have to swap them one by one. It's a known thing. So, yeah. Nothing works in the game. It is stupid, but again, it's spaghetti code. You fix one thing and then you create another. So it's just the circle of EA. Again, if you're watching on any other streams, your best bet is genuinely to come here. You don't think anyone knows what that object is. Trust me. I know what a girlfriend is just because I don't have one. I mean, you're the same gimp that, has been banned multiple times and, conveniently starts trying to fucking suck me off in the Twitch chat when no one else is around. So, like, come on now. I would much rather be validated by people who actually want to be here than people who are here because they are that bored and have nothing else to do. Like, if you genuinely do not want to be here and you are here because you have nothing else to do in your life, you are not real. Tinky's very real. I've met him in person. He is indeed real. There are many images of Tinky on the internet to suggest he is real as well, so... This is just weird. This is what happens. This is what happens when no one's live. This is what happens when all their idols get jobs. They're gonna be weird, you can be weirder. I hate trolls too, they think they... Yeah, so sure, man. I'm so sure. Don't play the fucking fake liking the streamer gimmick when you are a part of it. Go back to where you were, where I didn't have to fucking read it. Can't be worse than your COVID Twitter timeline. I think you meant to say it can't be worse than when likes... Can't be worse than when likes were public. Lord knows, you know. Elon saved me. Shout out Elon, by the way. You don't have to type in a fucking PIN number and all the new shit just for messages. And streamers. To be fair, I was never liking anything sus anyway. I mostly don't even like things. I bookmark them now. It would be worse if bookmarks were a thing. Weekly Twitter review. That was all Cripsy's idea, for what it's worth. All Cripsy's idea. They scrolled a timeline and nearly got banned. To be fair, it would... I don't know what it would take for Pi to get banned. The glow in the dark... Yeah, not gonna get into it. I've obviously, you know, people have discussed those on many occasions, but... The TikTok chat is very funny. That's all I can say. Can't like... You can't, no, but when you're a semi-public figure, at least have a burner. That's all I can say to that. Is when you're a semi-public figure, you should probably be careful. Ain't that famous? You're a mod for one of the biggest streamers in FC, if not the UK. You were a moderator for one of the most viewed FC streamers in Australia. You also streamed yourself at one point. I don't know, you've got enough of a following to where, you know... But again, it's not an issue now. It's not an issue now. I mean, it's good that you're single, but I used to see some of the comments and they were just something else. To say the least, something else. But it is what it is. It's a different time. It's a different time. Need to get a life. Like, it's normal guy stuff. I'm sure it is. Brendan Bomber. Again, it's not a bomber. OG Lee. What? There's a catch. I think Brendan's been baited. I need to go source... Brendan, where is this source of yours? Because this isn't you. Which foot account am I having to chase up to go and see this? Look on Twitter. Yes, which Twitter? As if we're talking about FC. We are an FC stream, though. We are an FC stream, but it is sort of worth still doing it for Bants. Just so these people know. But it's okay. Again, make sure if you're watching on other platforms, Just Chatting stream, more exposure. I'm so sure that I will get more exposure. I will get more exposure just doing what I'm doing. Yeah, Brendan, you better not have gone to that website. That fucking website you were on. Yeah, Brendan went to that, whatever it was, where it says to slow sports. I mean, he does sometimes. Brendan, did you hear the change to War Games? One to watch is coming. Yeah, Brendan, did you hear? I did spoil one of the members of the heel team for War Games last night. I think you must have missed it. Might be signing for Real Madrid. Actually, speaking of signings, I did see something which I actually think is quite cool. MLS is now going to have the same calendar, I think from 2027 summertime, as Europe. So these players that go there, they're not going to need to, like, twiddle their thumbs for 6 months on the contract. Irrelevant league. We literally have the A-League. Like, come on now. Nobody cares. I mean, Lionel Messi cares enough to basically invite all his friends over. Yeah, you've just described the A-League, unfortunately. Nobody cares. Irrelevant league. The A-League is worse, it's not real. It is real, to be fair. It does have, like, a good player. It's just, I can't think of anyone else that's good that has reputation other than Juan Mata. And even he's not that good, because he's an unk. He was an unk last year, and he just doesn't feel that necessary. I'll say it. I will say it. Tax write-off. Yeah, I'm so sure. Tax write-off. That's why they were going to do the E-League chat, is because they were actually going to use the winnings as a tax write-off. You tried to watch the A-League for a few years when Del Piero played for Sydney and it was hard to watch. I mean, there was probably a point after that where it actually got quite good and the players... I think COVID was a problem. Because good luck convincing, I don't know, some, you know, like, ex-Serbian international that's played for, you know, Real Madrid, hypothetically, to spend years... Usain Bolt? I mean, it was Mariners, it wasn't the Central Coast, but, I mean, it wasn't Brisbane, it was the Mariners, but, for Usain Bolt anyway, but, yeah, it was very difficult to try and convince people to come over in the middle of COVID during lockdown. What about War Games? Drew McIntyre is going to be in War Games. And apparently there was a lot of meetings today. Apparently, yes, he was quite a goat. Was quite a goat. What? Yeah, Drew McIntyre's in War Games. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. Diego Castro. Source. I mean, the guy I heard it from literally got a text from, like, a high up within WWE. Obviously, I don't know. But bring back Tommy Orr. I mean, again, I think it wasn't just about the big names. It was about the names that, like, had something to actually prove. The Twitter girl was just a front. Yeah, it's just about, you know, getting them in. That's what I heard. Sporting sense. Just like you love Mitchell Stark in a sporting sense. greatest rivalry to ever come out of the Gabba. He's a softie. Even if that's the case, you should not be, you know, abusing our cricket team. If he felt it was over the top, he had a right to point it out. And he had a right to say, you know, not good enough. Get him gone. Anyone see the girl who married a train station? No. I saw the guy who had, like... I saw the guy that had intercourse with his car. Well, not intercourse, but he had a full-on thing with his car. So... yeah, we watched a lot of weird stuff. A lot of weird stuff. Now, let's have a look. Let's see if there's any truth to what Brendan said. Otherwise, there might have to be... you know, there might have to be... a continental SBC is set to come to Ultimate Team. They have a structure like League SBCs. The SBC will be with nations. So it's not real then. You've just lied. You said OG League SBCs. Do you know what that means, Brendan? Bruce said OG League SBCs. I don't even think you were playing FIFA when the OG League SBCs were a thing. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I ain't reading all that, but thanks for the follow. But, oh yeah. Good stuff, man. Why did you feel like I had to know that? Yeah, nice. Nice. I swear to God, if this is exactly what I've just read, Dr. Foot. Brendan, why are you believing a source called Dr. Foot? I don't think that's real. This guy is not a leaker. Like... he's a doctor? Again, given that I have seen... I'll find after this. Again, I saw the Foot Police one, which is a lot better to see than Dr. Foot, which I've never seen. Can we verify him? You don't trust no cunt on leaks unless it's donk. Well, I trust Foot Police. And he says it'll be continental SBCs, or it'll be nations instead of leagues. Which makes sense for an international sort of inspired promo, in fairness. Trust one person when it comes to leagues. It best not be Brendan. Sheriff and Nep and Romania follow him. Yes. But, you know, if Foot Sheriff follows me, does that make me a leaker? Not quite. Like, Nepenthes following him doesn't mean anything. Like, again, the other thing with leaks, right, is that it's very easy to go and do something. Like, I just don't rate it. I personally think it's best to wait until we actually see the leaks themselves. That would be my advice. Again, man, I don't know why that means anything. Like, what am I supposed to do with the info? You've now said it twice. Like, I don't really care for your team, but good for you. It is very funny that he wants to share the news, and it just doesn't... I don't know. Better than the other kids. It's better. It's getting to a stage, I guess. It's better than nothing. He's not wrong. Anyone here remember the awful Australian breakdancer? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We love Ray Gun! I mean, that's what someone should have shot her with before she was allowed to go and do that. She literally got a charity fundraiser. What? Doesn't make any sense to me. But oh no, that's what you meant. I was like, what the fuck's he talking about? He's probably talking about some alcoholic thing that I'm not even paying attention. Can we get the new cricket game? That will bring me exposure. No. That will not bring me exposure. What do we reckon Krasi smells like? I don't know. I don't know where is he even from would be my first question. Manager mode. Manager mode avatars. They do indeed love manager mode avatars. I agree. Bulgaria. Well, I don't know what Bulgarians are meant to smell like. Like, I do not know. Sorry. I need to try and... get this done. They smell like Bulgari. Well, I don't know what that means. I was told you are loaded with Frank's money. He wanted me to spend it all on packs. I'd be loaded with his money if his money wasn't immediately invested into packs. But that's what he kept insisting on doing. He kept insisting on packs. So that was on him, really. Tell him it's for a rainy day. Well, that's what I did. I put it in my... I made a disclaimer that you can no longer... like, if I don't use the money that for your intended purpose, I, don't have to... Yeah, you get the idea. You get the idea. Let's continue here. We're playing the league. We need to get some wins. We need 2 wins from the rest of these games. Let's open the packs first. Let's open the packs. But this is fun. This is fun, chat. Maybe I'm peaked in life. Maybe I have peaked. But yeah, the Continental SBC. That seems a lot more reliable than OG League SBCs from some other guy. Like... the Di Maria. Yeah, if only Di Maria could play on the left. If Di Maria could play on the left, probably be better. But I do not... There's nothing here. Am I Australian? Yeah, sure, man. I am Australian. It is not an RTG. I spend bits and pieces. Not much, but I spend enough. It's not an RTG. Although technically every team's an RTG, it feels like. That's the way I think of it. 381. And we got a new season objective as well. Level 15. Let's go. Random ass objectives that I'll never use outside of gauntlets, maybe. It's alright, chat. I will grind all the XP. And we will get to like a reasonable level in the pass very soon. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We will get to everything that we will get to, because there's a lot of XP lingering around that we will do. Yeah, here we go. Make sure, chat, if you are watching on any other stream, your best place to watch is on the Purple app. That is where it is best to watch. That is where it is best to watch. Not even kidding. Centre back, it's not good. Oh, it's okay. It's not that good. $383s. Not gonna knock it. But yeah, there we go. We are cooking up at the minute. Not buying any of those. Let's go back to the live events. Go back to the live events here. Let's continue. Unless I can do this. Roman might do war games. He's pretty much expected to do war games. It's gonna be one of Roman or Cena. But not both. Who's the fifth member? I don't know. Probably be one of. It won't be C. It won't be both. It won't be both. Cena could just wrestle someone at Survivor Series. Doesn't need to be in War Games. I don't think War Games is a good idea anyway. Because what happens if he gets injured? If he gets injured in War Games, then he might not wrestle again. So it's not worth. I would suggest it is much more worth. I personally would suggest it is. That's my thinking. Is it's not worth the struggle of. That's me personally. Let's use. How tall are you, good sir? 6 foot. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Well, we need to get rid of one of you as well. I don't know. How about you do this great thing and you watch the product and you find out when the rest of us find out? If I knew, I probably would have said it. But I couldn't. And I can't. I know. Unfortunate. But I cannot do anything about it. Heard your parents might be staying in the 4-star hotel. Shout out the 4-star hotel chat. The 4-star hotel is certainly something. Let's see. Do we have any? Let's have a look. The sumo tournament has been crazy. I mean, to be fair, it's just a bunch of big men, bashing into each other and trying to push them out of the ring or knock them down. I'm surprised there's not like an earthquake or something when you've got that many men, just colliding with each other. I know that there was that one time where the Big Show wrestled Akibono. Pretty sure that's his name. There was that one time, and he lost because, in a surprise to no one, the Big Show, is not a sumo wrestler. He's just a large man, and that does not make you a sumo wrestler, unfortunately. But man, that's cold. That's cold. And yes, chat, there is a reason this Evo is getting airtime because he's 6'5" and he is from the Korean League. A 250 kilo coming at full force. Yeah, that would be. I mean, if it was another, large man, I can see it. I can see it being certainly a spectacle. Certainly a spectacle, if you ask me. Five-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Advanced forward plus plus. I cannot wait to use this card. This is what we're going to use in the league, chat. This is what we're going to be using in the league. Before anyone starts wondering. Before anyone starts wondering, this is what the league will consist of. I think. Oh, yeah, I was going to use him, but the chemistry dropped by an absolute bucket load. That won't be happening. Unfortunately. 32 of 33. Yeah, I can go without. I can go without chemistry. Except I would rather have Kim Min Jae from Bayern at the back. Kim Min Jae. Now then. Yeah, make sure, chat. Make sure if you're new here, hit the follow button, hit the like, hit whatever buttons you can on whatever platform you're on. Support the boy. Support me out. And if you're going to come into my Twitch chat, don't abuse me. Or be a dumbass. That's all I can really say, is do not be a dumbass. Otherwise I will have no sympathy when you get timed out. But we'll get to that in a minute. I'm waiting for this fucking bet. Waiting for this damn bet to come in. We're gonna start playing the league with this. Oh my god, it's Sid Ruckus! Wowzers. I can actually respond to that. Sid, welcome. You've missed a lot. That's all I'll say. You've missed a lot. That's all I'll say on the matter. Is you've missed a large deal of what is good. Error retrieving attributes. Now it's not an error. Good. Picked an autograph Undertaker to 75. Interesting. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Sid, come to the purple app, says Brendan. Why are you so desperate for him to come to the purple app? How dare I diversify on all the platforms? I mean, he is on the other app. How do you think he's... I'm not reading that out loud. I'm not reading that aloud. Bro is like... let's play a game. Let's see how this goes, chat. Did bro say the what app? I don't know if you can say that. Jesus. What did you say? What did you call me? I mean, yeah, it's certainly an interesting... Yeah, I'm not so sure, honestly, but... Oh well. Shout out to everyone on the purple app. Shout outs. You get a shout out if you follow on the purple app as well, so... Nothing. And why did you say what you said? Like... It's only the purple app that seems to have the problems. Not every other app, and bro says the... Yeah, don't forget the what? What? I mean, the purple app is where we want all the engagement. Yeah, but why can you not just say that then? Like, saying TikTok's not a problem streaming on TikTok. It's... The TikTok AI restricts the stream if they hear you say the purple app. And I love how bro's just gone the black app. Yeah, shout out the black app. That's definitely not concerning at all. Definitely not concerning in the slightest. Why? Why does they do it? I don't know. I don't work for TikTok. They do it because obviously they want you on their platform. And why should you not say the black app? I don't know why. Probably because of, you know, I feel like there's a very obvious answer that you've just not understood, personally. But, oh well. That replay bug is glitched. I get mistaken with the Uber ad. No, it's not. It's just, you should not be saying, you know, anything as that color app. Just call it what the app is at that point. Like, we're in 2025. There's no point saying such silly things and then wondering why you get reported. And Twitch says, someone said, caught you saying this. Sorry, I said the word, but who cares? I care, sort of, but it's fine. I've had my fun. If you're over on TikTok, come watch the purple app. Well, good, as you should every time. Like, it's, yeah, people are very weird. That's offside. Good. There we go, Markow. Markow, the 6'5" gentleman. What a man. What a large man we have at our disposal here, chat. My god, a follower. Cook. How do I gritty? You had to get it in FC25. If you didn't get it in FC25, unfortunately, you are not able to get it. It was a pre-season reward. So if you don't have it, I think there is one player that can do it, but he's not very good. So he's not a player that you should willingly be wanting to use. And it's Anthony Elanga, I believe, can gritty. But again, should you be going out of your way to force Anthony Elanga into your team? Probably not. But there we go, chat. A victory. A victory. And a yay! Remember, chat, people pay £100 for this game, by the way, or £80, whatever it is. £80 for a game that can't even work properly, and I probably didn't get the win either. I tried to be as quick as possible, and I got crashed. Of course I did. Not even surprised. Not even surprised. But yeah, if you don't do it, if you didn't do it already, you're not going to be able to do it now, unfortunately. Ghana Boy wants to collaborate. That was 2 hours ago. I haven't even been live 2 hours ago. What? Why did no one say anything? The stream would have ended 2 hours ago. I haven't even been live for 2 hours. That can't be right. I can't wait for the game to crash. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the game to crash. And the other thing, chat, about being on the Purple app is that you get to listen to music that you don't get to listen to anywhere else. Cold, yes! We got the win. We got the win, I think. Let's go. Only 4 more of these pointless games. Then we are in the tournament. I really should be playing Rivals, but that's probably a tomorrow job. For being honest. Maybe we'll try after this. You are the best in 2003. What? Could be worse, could be grinding career mode. I will grind career mode, off stream. Would be something I'll be doing. Off stream. An Undertaker autograph. Don't mind it. We do not mind it. But there we go. Back to the... What does the evolution say? The evolution says play 2 matches. So that's easy. We just have to play another match. We're going to have one of the greatest cards in FC chat. We are going to have this Markow be an absolute demon. $200. Cold. Can't knock it. But yeah, let's see. All I know is that we're gonna do this every day that I'm live, I think. Will I live to regret it? Probably, but as long as I can be asked, we will do it every day. Until my computer either explodes or my head explodes. Whichever happens first, is what I heard. Because I need to... Not does that need anything, but... But yeah, it's funny because we were watching a bunch of matches and then it gets to the end of the session where traditionally it was funny. Where like traditionally they'll pick the lineup for the next one or the one after. So they were doing that. And my match comes up and it's like Will Ospreay against Dowie James. And the guy goes, who the fuck is that? I don't know. It's kind of funny when when Americans do not know what something is. If Brendan wants it, you'll charge him double. To be fair, that is what we did once. Me and one of my mates decided that we were going to charge one of our mates, for light bulbs, and then he was also going to charge him an installation fee, despite the fact he's not even an electrician. Double scam. Successful scam, I would say, out of that. I would suggest. Oh, cow. How the hell is that not a foul? Oh, how the hell? That's also not a finesse. We really need to get this away. Like, I need to have Markow at the short post or at the target. I'm gonna fix that at halftime. Nia Jax patch auto he's trying to sell. But you hear that? Well. Markow! What a man! God, he's big. God, he is quite big. Quite large, this Markow individual. Right. Good tackle. Thompson. Paredes. Good. How does bro jumped over me? Could have just held him off, I guess. But that's boring. Oh, that is just brilliant. That is just brilliant from the big man. Let's go. The big man, Markow, just sort of breaks away and he says, right. More chance of selling my Anthony patch. Well, respect Anthony. If Anthony starts performing well, and he starts performing consistently, people will be interested, I'm sure. Like, I'm sure the same is with wrestling, but it's also not as much of a deal because you know what cards are good. Like, you never know in football who will be good and who won't be. So you could just have a random card, and then that card could be worth 5 times what it initially was, or 10 times, or anything else. But anyway, who knows? Good save. Get it over to this guy. Oh, almost. But yeah, we're gonna try and stream every day on 3 platforms. Maybe not every day, but you get the point. You get the gist of what I'm trying to say here. Is I'm more or less suggesting that if I'm live on the Purple app, we will be live on every app. lot of my promotion will be led towards the purple app. Just because. Have I bought the kits yet? No. Because I'm waiting to see, like, I don't think people realize there's still another week of XP. There's a good chance I won't need to buy the kits. And if I do, I'll just guilt trip someone into doing it and helping me out. But, yeah. Of course you have, because you would rather get it quicker than just wait. Like you. Well, yes, I didn't want to say, I don't like naming names, but yeah. If I'm that desperate, which I don't think I will be, with all due respect. Like, we've all seen EA's cards now when it comes to XP. They will bring out so much at the end of the season that you will not have enough, and your eyeballs will want to... If you don't have enough, you genuinely might have a problem. Like, yeah. Like, they give out so much, it's all everywhere, and I can, like, they really do not need to put XP in career mode. I'm sorry. I'll be that guy. XP in manager and career and clubs, we good. I only do it because I look at guides on how to do it, but Manager Live is the biggest pain in the ass ever. Because you can't do a challenge more than once. Manager Live is so stupid. Because they go, once you've done a challenge, that's it. You do not get to do that challenge again. That is my problem with all this XP grinding. Is it's too... Like, no one wants to play these things. Why do you think that there are people out there that make XP guides? The people that make these XP guides. Like, I don't know, man. That's just how I... Yeah. Well, we're cooking here. We are cooking here tonight. It's been good. Trolls aside, it's been fun. And to think, it all started because some idiot wanted to know what Rivals division I'm in. Joke's on him. You don't need to know what division I'm in. There we go. Goal for me. Or win for me, rather. I see. Oh, I did. Yeah, it's from... Funny. My God, we got a rose, chat. My God. We got a rose on the tickers. Shout out to the rose. Rose is now, you know. You see this, and we'll continue. Let's claim whatever this is. A 282. Yuck. Need to play 3 more games and then that's it. Main Minus Trainer Stealth is Nia Jax's card. Yeah, like, of course you did. What a surprise. Why would you not think of Brendan? Is my thought. Like, trying to think. Is there anything even worth it here? The World Tour chem is nice, but it's not that worth. The tournament also expires. Like, why does all this crap expire? I know it. I know, but like, I'm gonna have to play a lot of tournament games just to get what I want. Like, I don't even really like an 85 to 87, a 384. When is the next FM stream? I don't know, man. I actually don't know. Well, whenever it is, though, Brendan will probably not show up. Because Brendan loves FM, I heard. I don't know. Maybe when there's this big update that they're meant to be bringing out. Because there is an update that's meant to be coming, I believe. So win 2 matches, and then we're almost done. Win 2 matches, and we are there. Into the prime time league. We're almost there. But yeah, nothing. I'm not sure. Let's play. Let's get this underway here. What's that? Oh, yes, that's right. Your 4K monitor. I had almost forgotten. But no, I did remember that you were getting it. See, come on. Let's go. So you can watch my streams in 4K. That sounds like such a flex, and then I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't feel like that much of a flex. Because the streams will not be in 4K though, Sid. The streams will be in whatever I can produce, not whatever you can produce. Like, just because you have a 4K television doesn't mean you'll be able to watch my streams in 4K, because that would require me to have to make the streams in 4K. And if you think I'm doing that across 3 separate platforms, then I've got some bad news. I'm afraid you'll refund the TV. Yeah, I mean, I hope that was not the reason, respectfully, that you thought that you will be using a 4K television. I hope there was a much better reason. Because, yeah, all due respect, it's not. Of course not. Of course not. I was hoping it wasn't. Because as flattered as I would be if you were going to solely watch my streams in 4K, despite the fact I can't even do 4K. You got the phone. Well, again, you can, like, again, you can use your 4K television to watch the streams. Again, you just will not be able to watch in 4K. I don't even think Twitch supports 4K. I believe they support 1440p. I don't believe they support 4K. I don't know if that's 4K though. But yeah, I do believe that I do believe that I just need to score. I don't even need to win these ones. Winning is nice for Evos, but given this is more or less I wish not Twitch, I wish TikTok's pinning system was better than what it is. I wish it was more like Purple App. Really I'll just say. Because you could only pin messages for like a minute. I do not want to have to pin. You know. Oh. Oh no 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 no. I just need to score. I need to score in 3 more matches and then that's it. That is it. 3 more matches. Might just save myself the trouble. Especially since I know I'm about to place something, but it's okay. Hold on, let me this. We've got the lemon lime Gatorade, which I'll have a drink of in a moment. Yeah, shout out to those of you who are watching. Thank you to those of you who are watching and being respectful. If you're entering my streams and you're going to be a condescending piece of shit, well, you just won't get the engagement that you want. You just won't get the responses that you're after. So funny. Again, I have... Let's take a sip here. While we take a bit of a breather from the gameplay. We still have, I think, 3 games to win. Again, we've done everything else that needs to matter. But yeah, we chilling. We chilling. Remember, chat, Purple App, place to be. Otherwise, I can't really help, unfortunately. I could not really help you. But, hey, it's funny. We take it. We certainly take it. That's all I can say for the most part. Keep or sell Mbappe? Come on now. If you need the coins, obviously you should sell, but... On stream unless watch videos. Even if I did, you wouldn't be able to see them unless you're on a certain app. So there's no point. We're not watching videos here. Bro does not. You can. I mean, good. But I'm not really trying to play videos, if that makes sense. I'm trying to... I'm more trying to... Sorry, I'm trying to place bets at the same time. What V energy? It's a Gatorade, Sid. It's a Gatorade, not a V energy. So... The fun stop. Well, thankfully, again, the fun hasn't stopped yet. You know? I'm mostly using balances within the apps I use anyway. Thankfully. I mostly use balances within the apps, so... Obviously, yes, you should not be gambling if you do not have the means, but... Again, I'm grateful that I have the means and I know how much to spend at a time. I had to see the TikTok active! It was more active earlier. You missed it. You missed all the real commotion, I would suggest. You missed all the real stuff. You can probably view it in the mod list. We had all the TikTok Timmys and such. Everyone coming through. So yeah, it was a lot worse earlier. My oh no! What are you doing there? Bro's gone to the wrong chat. Fucking hell. But yeah, I'm not that. Again, I'm not really reading the apparently I need to go to Turkey, chat. Why? To watch a Galatasaray game? Am I gonna go and watch Victor Osimhen play? Like, I don't know, chat. I don't know. These people they're funny over on the tickers. There are some funny people on the internet. That I will say. They don't just recycle messages from the TikTok chat. I'm just not gonna read them at that point. Because I wasn't reading them initially, and I'm not gonna read them now either. Like, oh, these people are so funny. I don't know how people can sleep at night knowing that they send these messages to TikTok people. Like, I really don't. How people can sleep. Whoa! Interesting. Jesus. Don't know if you should be doing that in such a public forum. Personally, but each their own, I guess. So doesn't matter what his TikTok says. You should never, you should never dox someone's real name if they don't want it out there. That's how I think of it. Doesn't really. It's a two-way street. That is true, but doesn't make it right. Two wrongs do not make a right. It's the way I like to think of it. Is, stooping to the other person's level is not gonna make the situation better. Yeah, again, doesn't make it right. And you've done it enough anyway. No. Yeah, that won't be happening. Cold followers on the tickers chat. Cold followers. I'm on the For You page. Am I really? I must be cooking then. Am I doing Brendan? Why would I do a card that I'm not going to use because of his links? Come on. Come on. Reminder chat, if you want your messages read properly, I only read out regulars on TikTok. So, come to the Purple app if you want your messages read. Just a reminder. But yeah, why would I do an SBC? Yeah, I recognize who you are. The Purple app, yes. The Purple app, which is in the graphic provided as well. Actually, it's not, but yeah, if you have a brain cell, you'd know. Just, unfortunately. Yeah, the Purple app. I think everybody knows when you say it. I think that'll be possible. Wow. Oh, well. I'm just gonna go back to, I'm not even gonna have the chat open on TikTok. So, oh well. Unfortunately, TikTok is brain rot, and 90% of the messages are just insulting. I don't stream to be insulted. I digress. And if anything happens on TikTok, well, don't bother telling me about it here, because I will tell you for free. I'm not interested. Like, everything about TikTok is where it needs to be. Interesting. Yeah, don't. No, 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 no. See, Sid, that's not how this works, Sid. Unfortunately, Sid, you've broken a cardinal sin of the live stream, and I'm gonna have to correct it. Yeah, we don't just do that here. Yeah, we don't just do that here. Not without asking me. Not without asking me. What happened? You know exactly what you did. You unbanned someone on Twitch without asking. Do you not think there is, like, a reason that these people get banned? And then I've stopped bothering to unban them? I don't know. Just a thought. You think his reason's not valid? I think it is. He didn't do nothing wrong. Again, there's a very obvious flaw with that statement. Very obvious indeed. That's not how this works. Again, you don't get magic second chances all the time. Like, trust me, Sid, I knew who it was. That's why I wasn't engaging. That's why I will no longer be reading the TikTok chat. Because, yeah, if I wanted to unban people, I'd do it. I think my DJ broke. No, what happened to my Spotify? This is all. I'm closing this and reopening it. My Spotify broke. Imagine my Spotify is getting hacked. Oh, finally. But yeah, in future, please do not unban people without asking me. Because it is my stream, and 9 times out of 10, the person's banned because I want them banned. Very simple premise. Very simple premise. It's one I like to follow. Because, yeah, just sort of throws things off whack when we start banning and unbanning without sort of an explanation why. Yeah, I'm gonna apologize. Again, unfortunately, apologies don't just work all the time. Not quite how it works. If every person you ever met has forgiven you every time you've done something after an apology. Yeah, unfortunately, maybe it's just me. I'm not that simple. Maybe it's just me. But I'm not that straightforward. You gotta do very little to, please me. You gotta do a lot to win it back. So. If you get banned from my streams, it's either because, yeah, the vibe ain't right, or I don't know. Either way. But yeah, this is not going to become a thing where, like, we just unban people because they watch somewhere else and they can't be in Twitch. Because I'll take the engagement in other platforms too. That's all I'll say. I'll gladly take the engagement everywhere else. Huh? I've still got to try and do the tournament after this as well. Not great. There we go. Mr. Markow. Hmm. There we go. Should be it. Might be it. Don't know. No, we are not loading Football Manager 2026. At least not today. Maybe another day. But I want to do one of those like road trips. We're going to have to do like a European style thing. And of course I concede off kickoff. Of course I concede off kickoff and he's grittying. I'm not even mad because I grittied on him. I'm more mad that I conceded on kickoff. More mad that I conceded from kickoff, but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. The great thing is that I can just selectively respond to what I want to. Everywhere but Twitch. Come on, there we go. Cook. Goretzka scores. Surely that's the match winner. Surely that's the match winner. You have got to be kidding me. it's just so funny. EA Sports, great game. Great game, EA Sports. Great game. Great video game. What a great game. And now it's extra time. Hooray! Never been more excited for extra time. Let's see. Make sure if you're watching, interact in all the various ways. But if you're wanting your messages read properly, the Purple app is the place for you. That is the best place. And if you complain and you say, why the Purple app? Pretty sure everyone that streams on TikTok does it. Let's be completely honest. Not sure there's a streamer that, and if there is in the FIFA scene, I don't know. But no, there is definitely a lot of creators that use TikTok to funnel into everything else. So I don't have a prediction, man. Not because I don't want to give one, it's because I've genuinely not watched those teams at all. I can't give a very good prediction, unfortunately. But I hope it's a good game. Yeah, I have not watched either of those teams. International football's not for me. Hope it's good. I believe France qualified for the World Cup last night, so shout out to them. You've woken up. Well, thankfully. Yeah, thankfully you slept through most of. We've sort of hit a bit of a low, I think, in terms of the interactions everywhere. There was a point where we did have quite a few people trickling over. Did I see Ronaldo got a red? I didn't see it, but I heard. Yes. Against Ireland. How do you get a red against Ireland? Like, I don't even know if Ireland are that good anymore. Like, I'm sure they are quite good, actually. Again, international football's just not my jam. Let's be real. Now, international football, he elbowed O'Shea. But why are you, like, you're Cristiano Ronaldo. Surely you know enough tricks to not have to elbow a bloke. Yeah, brother, again, don't be weird. Come on now. You can be in the stream, but don't make it weird. Because I'll be real, I know you're lying. Bro's message says, I can't lie, I know you're lying. Not being weird. Yes. Yes, you are being weird. Yeah, again, the fact AI detected it and said you looked and said it was bad says otherwise. You'll stop. Yeah, you'd better, please. Like, I do not have any particular features that you should be excited over. I play one of the worst sports games to exist at the moment. Like, Yeah, I did see that. I don't know if you actually you wouldn't know because you were sleeping. They're bringing back apparently Nation SBCs. Arteta. Brendan baited and he said OG League SBCs, but I'm not sure. I feel like the League SBCs that are coming back are like the ones for the Vidal. They're the ones that are coming back. Not the ones that we all know and love and we all want. Because I saw Foot Police say there's going to be continental SBCs for players. Something exactly. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Again, I think it could be quite good if the player selection's good. If the player selection's not good, that will probably determine the prices. What div? Who cares? Does it matter to you? Because I swear, if I had $1 for every time someone asked, I'd be rich. I wouldn't need to stream. How big is it? Jesus Christ. And you said you wouldn't be weird. How about I show you while you're banned? Yeah, it's not worth... Liverpool fan. Yeah, what div? Do we have, like, the Division Rivals Police or something? No wonder no one likes them. I don't think that's... I feel like that can apply to all fan bases, though. What do I think of Tottenham? Banterous. That's... I'm not going to say the traditional thing, but... They're a banter club. Because for every one decision they make that's good, they make another 5 that are bad. Like... that's the thing with them and clubs like them. Perfect. I need one more of these games. I need one more of these games. Then I need to play the tournament because I had no clue the tournament expired tonight. I should have known, but I didn't. So we're going to have to try and play the tournament and at least get the Cornerstone Evo, which shouldn't be that difficult to be fair. But I believe we need one more win. Let's see, any updates? Any updates on any of these SBCs in question here? Also, Chad, apparently I saw... Apparently Fandango is retiring at the start of next year, or at the end of this year. That's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. He's actually a dope wrestler, but... Well, yeah, I saw. It was one of them. Because I know they're doing tomorrow, or one of the days, either tomorrow or the next day, they're doing Edwards, Myers, Moose, and Dango against the Rascals, with the mystery rascal that nobody knows about. Gee, I wonder who it could be, chat. It'll be Desmond Xavier. SmackDown is today, LFG. Christ. Fucking hell. You're not supposed to say that here. You're not supposed to say that you like SmackDown. Ads. I wish. You know what I wish? I wish that... Because the problem, right, is if I don't run ads... LA versus who? Brendan, I said this yesterday, but there is a reason. There is a reason that Nick Aldis did not do what I'm about to do. There is a reason he didn't. There's a reason he didn't say his name. Although technically Adam Pearce did the same thing. But I feel like it would be far more banterous if it happens at LA Knight. LA Knight copping a fucking... whatever his finish is called. The standing ovation. LA Knight copying the standing ovation from Joe Hendry. And then fucking... and then fucking getting pinned. That would be funny. Will it happen? Probably not. But he's definitely showing up. He's definitely showing up. I just don't care, though. I'll be honest. Because... why did they confirm Gunther? What do you mean? Like, he's in a good match. Of course they confirmed Gunther. Like, they want you to watch it. The pop would have hit different. It would have, but... it wouldn't have hit the same being like Javon Evans against a mystery opponent. Like, that doesn't hit the same. If he was the guy to face LA Knight, okay, but that'll still be a good match. Javon Evans will probably need a new chest by the time it's done. That is true. But also, let's not forget. Let's not forget that WWE is also in MSG for Raw. And NXT is doing MSG back-to-back weeks. He couldn't hold a 10-minute timeout. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I lost hope. Well, I don't understand how he's typed in the first part. Like, something does not add up there. Because I have follower only on now. So, I don't know what's happened there. That would mean he either was following before, or he's not. I don't know. It's funny, though. It is kind of funny that it's worked out that way. But I don't know. I know NXT's in MSG. Yeah, NXT is in MSG next week. Oh my god, he's subbed with Prime, and he... like, I appreciate you subbing, man. It doesn't change the fact that... yeah, just be normal. That's it. Because, unfortunately, being a sub is not going to exempt you from things. I would like you to know that. So that you don't feel like there's... oh, there we go! A little bit of KT. A little bit of KT in the building. But... well, cold Arsenal past and present pack, you know. That's cold. That's a cold one. Oh, he can't play centre back. Didn't even know. Yeah, it's a weird one. Welcome. Wait a minute, it's a different guy. I'm confused. The Arsenal striker. It's a different guy, but it's whatever. Just be sensible. Who is this? Chalanoglu. Cold. It's the same guy or not? Well, again, I'm not gonna knock it. Just don't be doing anything silly. Doesn't really matter. Just be sensible, innit? Yeah, I don't know. Don't question it, but... who is this? Hell. This guy's a G. Well, could have waited the 10 minutes. Doesn't matter what I am. But it's fine. Again, the sound people usually last a lot longer than the people that consistently get timed out. But it is what it is. What's done is done. I need to still play, I think. How many more? I still need 2 more. That's kind of annoying. It's actually annoying. I really hate how this all worked out. I really dislike it. How they made you do the league and then the tournament, even though they're separate things. Like, they're separate things in my eyes, but they're not to EA. It's very stupid. But, oh well. I'm already grinding Evos anyway. So, oh well. Oh well. I love how it's even on YouTube now. I love how there's even people on YouTube asking what div. I didn't realize it mattered so much. I can play FUT Champs, that's all that matters. I can play FUT Champs. That is all that should matter to these people. But Mighty Pups. I just need to score. I don't even need to win. A win is nice for Evos, but I want to get the Cornerstone Evo because I want to put it on a specific individual. There is a man that is eyeing off the Cornerstone Evo. And his name is Adriano Labib. A man called Adriano Labib is eyeing up. Bang! Let's go. This Markow is actually kind of goated. And it's not even the final form either. But he still has to get the Finesse Plus. Oh, that's a hit. Yes, it took a wicked deflection, but it's a hit. Can't say much more. It's a hit of proportions. That's all I can say on it, really. I also need to lock in on the squad battles chat because it is almost that time of the month where the icons are going to replace and refresh. Except who they're going to be, I don't know. That's the problem. Because I feel like a lot of the ones that you could apply have already been applied. And the ones that don't apply, well, they obviously can't apply. So maybe they're just going to have to make some captains. Gerard. Well, when I say icons, I mean the icons as in Pele and friends. You know? When they're like, oh, we've got to go and get icons that played in this World Cup. Well, all the icons that have played in this in the World Cup that's next, unless they just skip it, I don't know, maybe we'll find out. They probably won't, but I don't think the World Tour gimmick's that good, myself, anyway. It's nice for, like, the first few seasons, but it sort of dies off. Or do some of the later ones. Like, we need a 2010 Spain, personally. We need a 2010 Spain. We need like a 2006 Italy. I know there are going to be instances where, like, you know, Brazil, for example, have already had theirs, but we just need to not be following that order if you're going to follow that. Yeah, it's almost time. People crying about there's two Arsenal icons in the icon pick, but then Sol wasn't even captain for Arsenal. What is that pick though? RVP, Campbell, and what? Like, I'm sorry. Figo. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just not that good. I know that, there'll be people that do it for the various cards, but yeah, I'm good on not having those cards. I will take my Zamrota and I will enjoy it. Captain Sol was Spurs figure, must have been Portugal or something. Yeah, it is a bit weird, but I hope this is not exclusively how they're doing icons this year. I hope this is very similar to, like, FIFA 19, where, like, they do this, but they also do actual SPCs. Because, yeah, I don't think matchday picks are the way to go forever. Maybe they're just getting the bases in. But either way. Either way, I'm sure there'll be people that do the cards. I won't be one of them in this instance. Oh, I've almost scored a free kick with Gold Goretzka. Yikes. But yeah, even if good stuff, man. Take care. And to Google some of the captains to fact check. Even if they were captains or not. Like, I don't know. It's a shame that EA couldn't just... New Cineback Evo is coming soon today. Figo was Barca captain. Max 3... Oh, well. There we go. Max 3 positions. For those of you... wondering. For the Jurien Timber fans of the universe. Since he surely does not have 3 positions. They definitely gave him, like, left or right mid as a position. Again, I have a Araujo, so... Maybe I'll be boring and do a Araujo if I can't find a fun chain. I cannot find a fun... Oh no, that's terrible. Why did I do that? Oh no. Thought that was gonna be a lot better than it was. Let's see. Devil, good morning, sir. Hopefully you're well. Afternoon. Brendan, isn't it usually... Aren't you usually in bed by this time? Are you not working tomorrow? You must not be working. If that's the case. Yeah, you usually... It's not a knock. But usually by this time. Can someone tell me why Angry Gingers and I'm a Celeb? Probably because they need views. 4 days off tomorrow. So you're telling me you've just had like a ruined your viewing experience. It's not just that, it's that they also have H in there with him. It would be one thing if it was Angry Ginge and it was absolutely no one else that he knew outside of like maybe watching them on TV. But there's also H in there. Yeah, good stuff, Brendan. Good to know. And it's probably better to be busy than doing nothing, but yeah, he'll probably win it, if I had to guess. And he'll bring a lot of views, but it is a bit loose, the whole celebrity criteria these days. It's alright, chat. If I get too famous, I'll probably end up on the Australia version of I'm a Celeb. That's how low the bar will be. But there we go. Someone from Unemployed FC. Brendan crushing cans for 3 hours must be fine. Well, that's, again, crushing cans or, like, sorting them, like, it can't be that bad. Can't be the worst thing. Like, it's a lot, but, you know, if it pays, it pays. That's the thing about it. Is a job's a job. A job is, in fact, a job. Yeah, again, we're not really looking into the whole logistics. You can cover my job, only I only got 1 more week left. Again, the problem, right, as well, is that there are so few jobs for people sometimes. Like, it's a problem everywhere, I'm sure. There are jobs available, but there's not enough. You have... I have arguments on Twitch daily. Come, some bitch in my ear daily would send me over the edge. I mean, not wrong. Not moving to Liverpool, that is a valid reason to not cover for a job. But yeah, the problem is, like, people say, or people probably say, oh, just get a job. Give it up, just get a job. Even if you wanted to get a job, what if there's not a job available for enough people with your qualifications? I live in Liverpool. But yeah, that's the thing with jobs, is you have to be a certain age. Yes, okay. Again, I don't think anyone actually asked. Like, but yeah, it's a job at the end of the day. Some people, you know, they get into entry-level stuff and then you can hopefully move up from there, but most of us will probably end up, if we ever get a job, it's usually just some dead-end hospitality, and it's not good at all. Because hospitality is terrible. Like, hospitality is not fun at all. I've heard what... I would rather unemployment. I mean, again, if it helps you get by, it's something. Because again, Everything is getting more and more pricey over time. So I'm sure, you know, it's one of those things that you kind of have to experience in order to actually. It's one of those things that you kind of have to experience in order to understand it. But I remember at one point, electricianing in January. I mean, again, that could be good, but also incredibly dangerous. Because if you don't know what you're doing and you just shock yourself, got your car as well. What happens when you have to speak? Oh no. You do sign language in the middle of the wires. Oh no. Terrible for me there. I mean, I'm sure he'll manage. I'm sure he wouldn't be taking on a job like that if he knew he wasn't able to do it. A translator. A translator. Just have, I don't know, I don't know, just have like some bloke next to you the entire time. And he just like, yeah, can you pass this? Can you pass that? Can you turn this off? Imagine them translating United Rage. Would certainly be an experience. I really need to win this. If I win this, we can stop playing this woke league. Because I'm sick of it. I should have done this earlier in the week, but I didn't care. I don't know why I care now. I only care for the Cornerstone Evo, I think. But tomorrow, chat, is Rivals. And there's no... Good thing I know a bloke called Harry Kane. He speaks daily, so he can provide with some support. Yeah, Harry Kane. One of England's best ever players. But... Did you see the England goals? No. I just know that apparently Tuchel is not a big fan of Jude. He's more of a Morgan Rogers guy, it would appear. More of a Morgan Rogers kind of fella. Only ones that ever turn up for England are the Arsenal contingent. I saw, by the way, was it Eze and Saka? But apparently, I heard a rumor that there was an interview or there was a segment of some kind, and it was two. How do I put this? It was all the discussion about Foden and about no one else. I think you can guess what people assumed it to be. I think you can guess the card that people decided to pull when no one else would speak about anyone else in the scenario. I'm not sure where it's from. I'm not sure who the other two people are, but apparently that's what they tried to pull. But again, I did not watch. I do not watch international football. Australia play. Everyone actually added to the team for the first time in his life. Yeah, he does. He has his spells of being really good and then not. That's his thing. He has his. He does have his moments of just being really good. That's the thing about him, is he's not. He's very good on his day, but he's not always on his day. I'd say his technique. I might put the goals on after. I have to go to the bathroom after, but after I do that, I'll put the goals on. I'll turn off all these other streams, except for this one. So all on Twitter didn't even watch the game. But yeah, like, again, it's not... I don't want to say it's a nothing game, but, like... England in international football, I'll say 70% of the time, unless there is a team that they're playing that's better than them, they will win. Obviously, you know, England are pretty prone to some embarrassing losses at times, but more often than not, you can look at England's team and you can see who they're playing and just be like, oh yeah, England are going to win this. There's no point watching. Like, but I saw France qualified yesterday, which is cold. So France qualified, I believe Nigeria qualified as well. Remember this, Brazil will not make it out of the groups, he said. That is what he said. It is kind of a shout if they can't get on. If they can't get along, like, it's not... It's the kind of... It's the individuals not being really part of a team that's probably going to cost them. And dare I say, chat, the worst of the lot... I don't know, I do not watch international football, but... I think that Vinicius Jr. fella, chat, he might be a bit of a problem. And I don't mean the good kind of problem. Don Carlos never won a trophy in back-to-back seasons. Did he win anything last year? Was he the Madrid? He wasn't the he was the Madrid man. Was he? Yeah, he was the Madrid manager last year. The person who said I did show him that, yes. He had said that he'd actually watched a part of that video, but not that. So that was a good experience. But yes, I did. He just watched a different part of the video and not that specifically. But that was a good watch. I can't lie. That was definitely a good watch. Getting that fraud exposed. Because he said the best winger, and then about halfway through his argument, he goes, oh, I actually meant the best left winger. Wasn't he a United fan? Well, yeah, he was. Probably still is, but just keeps that part quiet. The Italian guy? Yeah, I did see, I think, a short of him starting to say it. I didn't watch it through, but to be fair... Yeah, Syria has more, like, players with actual aura and legacy attached. He made a B team and had Ronaldo and Totti. Yeah, that's disgusting. That is gross. That is just gross. Yeah, it's gross. It is actually kind of gross.